Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. It's late on a Saturday night, and I'm going to be posting this video tomorrow on Sunday. And it's the end of the year, and I thought I would do a little recap while I went ahead and did a couple of chores that I had. I'm going to put a lanyard on this, and I'm going to snow seal, leather seal this. So it's been an entire year. My channel started about a year and 5 months ago, something like that, 6 months ago. And in that time, I've learned a lot. If you go back and you look at my first videos, I really didn't know what I was doing. And I often got knocked for that, like people saying, you presenting yourself as an expert, and yet you don't know what you're talking about. And that's a fair criticism, but I beg to differ and say that I never presented myself as an expert. I presented myself as someone who has a love for tools, has worked with his hands his whole life, built boats, rebuilt houses, built tons of sets. And I've just used my hands a lot. Um, and, first and foremost, that's what I am. And I was on this journey with you, the people who are watching, learning about this stuff and hopefully learning from you. I gotta say, a lot of the comments were very constructive. Like when people saw that I didn't know something, they said, "Hey, you don't know something about this." And when it's civil and it's like that, I have responded and been like, "Thank you so much for telling me that. I don't mind learning things." If you were to talk to anyone about me, that one of the first things they would say is that I'm pretty humble about talking about what I don't know about. Like that's something I am perfectly comfortable with, is talking about what I do not know about. Um, so yeah. Um, so in this year, I've had two videos go viral-ish, like 6,000 views on a regular video. One of them was like best budget knife of the year, and it was at the halfway point of the year where I only had 4 of the budget knives that I would eventually review. That one got like 6,000 views, which is crazy because I did an updated video that included more knives, and that one has a lot less views. And then I did another one about fixing up my Hogue Deca that also got about 6,000 views. You absolutely never know which video is just going to take off and, you know, be viral. I cannot figure out the algorithm at all. Speaking of algorithms, um, Instagram has really uh, been playing havoc with our community and just in general, um, you know, screwing over a bunch of people by first shadow banning them. There was a day where I could put up reels and I would get 6, 7, 8, 12,000 views on my reels on Instagram. And I climbed really fast to 1,000 subscribers, and the shadow banning started. And I basically just ended up stop having followers. And since I have 1,000, I'm now up to 1,100, and it's been months. So I put like a coil knot here. Now I'm doing a diamond knot on the bottom. See if I remember how to do the diamond knot. I played with paracord a lot in my life, and I do enjoy getting naughty, but it's been a minute since I've tied one of these guys. So sometimes it takes me once or twice to get it correct. We shall see. You want that nice symbol in there. It's like a Celtic knot. And then I believe I take this guy and go through that circle. I take this guy and I go through that circle around that coil. And I don't think I did that right. I think this goes over here. And now it should be good if I work it taut. I might have done it wrong. So yeah, it's just I don't. It's really crazy that there's some people who make their living off of Instagram who are knife enthusiasts, and it's the way that designers really communicate with their audience and get their product seen by people. It's a way where people kind of meet each other. They say, "Hey, I saw you over here and I like that. And, you know, will you take a look at my product? So that's cool. But it's not cool that Instagram has basically banned all those people from really communicating with each other on that format. Yeah, I've gone from having like this. So, you know, at the turn of last year, I think I had something like 400, 500. No, probably less. I probably had 300 followers or, you know, subscribers. And now I'm up to 1,300. So I've gained about 1,000, I think. It's hard to tell. I'm not an expert at YouTube Studio. I would say for those people out there who are thinking about making their own knife content, just do what you like. Have fun doing it. Be honest with people. Ignore the people who are negative to you. The people who are constructive and subscribe, you know, bend over backwards to make them happy. I'm obviously running this channel at a loss right now. I don't do this to make money. I do this because I find it to be a fun hobby. So people accusing me of like profiteering off of this, that's absolutely not the case. I am losing money off of this, but I like doing it. And I like sharing some of the things I know, and more importantly, I like learning what I don't know. So to all the people who have corrected me or shown me a better way, I really appreciate that. All right, so I think that there's something wrong with this diamond knot. I think I may have gone through the wrong hole, but it also needs to be sitting more nicely before I finish this off. This, by the way, is a mini Canadian, which I just got recently, and it is a very sweet little knife, but the way my hands are so big, when I hold this with 3 fingers, my pinky finger kind of falls off the end, and so I kind of want a little lanyard here that my hand can fit on. Also, once it's inside here, it'll be really nice to be able to just pull this out, have it come out, right? So that's cool. I'm going to take this other Bark River knife. This is the Iron River, which I recently got to. This is maple, green and yellow maple burl. The beginning of this year, I was really not into fixed blades at all. I have fallen down that rabbit hole, and you know, I've just gone with it. A lot of people either pretty much just stick to fixed folders, and there's not many people out there who I would consider like a prestige channel. There's no metal complexes of the fixed blade except for Dutch bushcraft knives, but there's no like small mom and pop type things except for me and a few others who are really small. And I've enjoyed doing this, and I've enjoyed getting into fixed blades, especially the smaller fixed blades. It doesn't really seem like there's anyone out there reviewing them at all. All right, so I've tied that lanyard up now, and I made it a bright yellow on purpose because I'm probably going to let my daughter start to use that when she can. When we go camping and stuff like that, it seems like the perfect little fixed blade, right? And next I'm going to go ahead and put some Sno Seal on it. I'm going to want to heat this up to about 110 degrees, and I'm going to use this heat gun to do that. So hold on one second. All right, so now I'm just going to heat this up.
While this is heating up right now, I'd just like to ask you, could you leave a comment? It really helps the channel. Thanks.
All right, once that heat is heated up, I'm going to just take a one of my work rags here, and I'm going to dip a corner into the Sno Seal, and I'm going to spread this around liberally, and it will just melt right into that leather. You can see it already taking it on there, which is good, and it just melts in there, and this Sno Seal will make this totally watertight. So yeah, I wasn't doing fixed blades at all at the start of the year, so that changed. I also became monetized, and I also started doing Patreons, and I started giving away knives. I did my very first live video. All things which were scary to learn how to do, and I'm still not doing it very well because I'm learning. And I have to really thank my Patreon people for hanging in there with me. Definitely losing a lot of money on them because basically only 8 of them, they pay me $3 a month, and I've been giving away knives to them every month. So definitely losing money to them. But by the same token, I really appreciate all the support they've done. And I feel like family. So thank you guys. I wish I could give you all a knife this Christmas, although I'm not going to be able to do it. I would if I could, although most of you have won a knife at this point. So that's cool. And yeah, you know, I was able to monetize. I still haven't actually gotten a check from YouTube or AdSense or anything like that because my channel's so new. But in theory, I'm, you know, collecting money until I get to the minimum payment slot, and then once I get to that $100 threshold, which I think I just hit, I get a check for $100. But that ad revenue is very little, although it annoys the crap out of me when I look at, not the crap out of me. I mean, I'm fine with watching an advertisement at the start of a YouTube video. I understand. Some of them I feel like, you know, when you've got like 15 ads in the middle of a YouTube video, I get pretty annoyed. But all right, so look at that leather now. Doesn't that look nice? Gotten it pretty much everywhere that I can get it. In here in the belt loop, make sure I get that area. And then, you know, this sheath is still being worked in, obviously. Honestly, I'm probably only ever going to keep this in my pocket. But, you know, pockets get sweaty. If my daughter uses this camping, she will, there we go. And then I'm just going to leave this Sno Seal in here with the knife in there. The extra Sno Seal that might be on there is just going to wipe off. It won't hurt the knife at all. And that way, as the Sno Seal sucks in there, it'll also help mold the sheath. So I'll just leave that in overnight. And now I've got this cool little mini Canadian in 3V from Bark River Knives in here in a waterproof. And I don't know if I'm going to do this one or not. This one's primarily, the Iron River is primarily a kitchen knife for me. I don't think I'm going to be taking this out into the field, especially with this maple green and yellow burl with the mosaic pins. Probably just going to keep that in here. So I don't think it's really worth Sno Sealing that. So yeah, so thanks for coming along with me with this little knife talk about this year. I'm really thankful that I was able to grow this channel a lot, and I thank everyone who's ever left a message down below or comment down below. And if you could leave a message on this video too, I'd really appreciate it, because comments really help this channel to grow. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much. Please like and subscribe. And if you follow the link down below, you become a Patreon member for $3 a month, and you will get a chance to win a knife. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.